Hi, this is Q the VTuber, and I am going to do a very quick review of Polar's design. This design fails on a number of key character design issues. One of them is the silhouette test. Basically, a good design for a character has a recognizable silhouette. For example, if I show you this character, you immediately know it's Bart Simpson. And this character is very recognizable as 𝕊𝔸ℕ𝔻ℸ But Polaris's design could be any Bratz doll. Isn't immediately recognizable as her. The second thing is, even when we can see the character is not readable. For example, even if you do not know what a VTuber is, and you're encountering her for the very first time, if you see this, you immediately think brown, cute doggo. And if you put that into Google and search brown, cute doggo VTuber, you'll get images of Coroni. When people are getting into VTubers, they might not know the names, but with good design, you can describe them and people immediately know what they're on about. You can look at Maury's design and have a few clues about her intended character. Clues that she can act against to cause contrast and tension and gap moe. But when you look at Polaris's design, it is a complete blank. There is nothing that tells us about her personality, her character, what is she meant to be projecting as an actor. The mask is an interesting choice, but it works against what she is supposed to be doing as a character. People are naturally drawn to mouths when people talk. This is why VTubers do mouth tracking, because it's a key part of the engagement. However, by covering her mouth, you remove that point of engagement. Even worse, if you look at any of her music videos, the visualizer on her mouth does not correspond to the vocal track. What? They have one gimmick and they don't even use it properly. What makes this even worse is that there is no jaw movement. I mean, I don't have jaw movement, but I've got a mouth. But without either of those, it pushes people away and removes engagement, and it doesn't sell the idea that this character is making this performance. The other way that she fails is in a lot of the animations in her music videos and her TikToks. The animators don't give enough follow-through and anticipation. And basically follow-through is when something moves and it comes to a stop, there's a little bit of momentum that keeps it going, and that sells weight in animation. And with anticipation, before people make movements, they make little backwards movements. So you could just turn your head, or you could go, whoa. That sort of double take gives a lot more strength. But her character doesn't do any of those things. In a purely naturalistic world, this would take you out of it. But because animation has less of these things, you have to exaggerate them to sell the weight of the character. Another problem with her design is with regards to the shaders and textures she uses for her skin. Now, traditionally, VTubers, like myself, use cell shading style. Now, if you look at my neck, you can see a clear shadow of my head. Yep. You'll notice that that switches from clear in shadow and outside of shadow. There's a clear line of demarcation. Natural shadows don't really do this. And in Polar's case, she has a smooth gradient of a shadow, which is more naturalistic. However, this pushes it into the uncanny valley because real people's skin has a thing called subsurface scattering. When light comes into skin, it actually bounces around a bit in the skin and radiates off, giving the skin a bit of a glow. However, her skin doesn't do this, but it still has the naturalistic looking shadows. This creates an uncanny valley effect where she looks more like she is plastic. My skin and my body is red as a cartoon. Her skin, because of this combination of lack of subsurface scattering but realistic shadowing, reads as being plasticky. Apart from those design issues, there is also another weird thing. If you look at any of her music videos, the comments are very sus. Like, they're all one line saying, "Oh, I love this," or "I love you," or whatever. However, if you look at music video comments for anybody else, both VTubers or fleshies or whatever you want to call them, the comments are all about the person who's writing the comment and the video and the themes. They're actually people talking about what they saw and what they enjoy or how it made them feel or things like that. There's actual real engagement. But and it's like people will write about a paragraph worth in most comments. Because if people are motivated to comment, they typically will put a little bit of effort in. So it makes me think that these comments are artificial, being posted by either people who are not actually engaged or, I'm not going to say bots, but I'm going to think it. The creator behind Polaris is also the company who is behind 12-Minute Crafts. The channel How to Cook That has a great rundown on 12-Minute Crafts, which I'll link to in the doobly-doo. If you enjoyed this short little review, please subscribe. Thank you very much.